This is the Super 73 S1. It is 5+ years old. Does it have any features that might surprise you? Can it stack up to the latest e-bikes? Well, it is a Super 73, which are highly sought after bikes. They are highly popular and highly expensive, but is it worth it? Super 73 carries a premium price, and there might be a reason for it. There's a reason why people keep coming back to this brand time and time again. This is one of the main reasons why e-bikes are popular now. It's because of the Super 73. It's because of the extremely nice styling they have. It's because of the performance that you have. They brought fat tire e-bikes into the market, and it is incredible what they have accomplished, and they are premium priced. And the reason for that, well, let's have a look at the components. Starting off with the Throttle hydraulic brakes. Yes, back in 2017, they already had hydraulic brakes. 160mm Throttle rotors, unknown brand of 20x4" fat tires, and I'll say that this threading is super nice. So this Super 73 has been accessorized to death ray. I'll let you know what comes with it and what doesn't. Like these wing lights, these do not come with it. However, these comfortable grips do. Of course, the brakes do. Thumb throttle controller. Here's the power. You click it once to turn on the light. Here's the odometer, power gauge, and speedometer. Okay, so aftermarket phone holder, aftermarket horn, top peak cup holder, and the other side wing light. These mirrors, they are aftermarket as well. Moving to the heart of this is a 48 volt 16 amp hour battery with Panasonic cells. Yes, that is a healthy amount of capacity. It has a key slot, which is only for removal, not for operation. Here's the charger. May not look like anything special. However, it is UL listed, and this is going back to 2018, 2017. Their charger back then was already UL listed. They bring quality to the game way early on. Moving down here, this is a single speed bike. There are no shifters. It is basic like that. You've got these plastic pedals and an extremely nice vintage style chain cover. The mud guard in the front is quite small, and there's like a splash guard right here. Aftermarket bags, even aftermarket seat, because the little wedge seat that it comes with is not that comfortable. So you also have this rear rotor, tactile brakes, and this little metal piece is connected to this large fender, and I like how they mount it because it just seems so sturdy compared to other e-bikes. And of course, here's the 500 watt motor, and is rated to go 20 miles per hour. At the rear, these two are aftermarket lights. This one comes with the bike and is powered by the battery. Also powered by the battery is this front headlight. It is large, it is beautiful, it is bright. And at the time, that would have set you back $2,200, and prices haven't gone down since. Now, with that out of the way, let's give it a test run. All right, I noticed right off the bat, this throttle is a little bit sticky. I should have put some WD-40 or some sort of lubricant there. These tires, they're fat. But they're not going to be miracle workers, okay? I can feel that they're going to be a little bit slippery already. Well, yeah, I can't go full speed here. It's gonna slide me out. I can just feel it already. On brakes, feel great. Oh yeah, the brakes stop really hard, really hard. I'm gonna try to brake real hard down this little stretch right here. Okay, going too fast into this corner. It just can't go that fast here. Only go as fast as you're willing to fall. So I scratched up the pedals. This wing light has seen better days. Other than that, I didn't really damage the frame, which is thank goodness for that, because I didn't want to return this damaged or anything like that. I do want to mention that this e-bike makes quite a bit of noise. Have a listen. And And while the Super 73 does not suggest having multiple riders on this, I found that it does work well with passengers. Next up, time to look at the speed of the Super 73. So a little bit about the Super 73 S1. It is a class 2 e-bike. It has pedal assist, and the pedal assist has eco, mid, and high, and they all go the same speed. It's just that eco will get there lower and maintain a lower power assist, pedal assist, and high will give you more power. At the end of the day, eco, mid, high, they all get to the same destination. So other than that, let's have it. So we're at 20, 22, 23, 24. That is pretty impressive. This thing goes 24 miles an hour. It under promises and over delivers. Now let's have a look at pedal assist. You have to set pedal assist onto a level, otherwise nothing happens. Right here. Now I'm going to put it on equal. It's hitting 27 miles an hour. Now it's on mid. It's 27 miles an hour. And now it's on high. 27 miles an hour. Honestly, they all sound the same. You have to feel the power yourself. All right, so this is the hill test. This is the 15% grade test. This is the Super 73 500 watt motor, and it feels strong, but can it make this hill? You know, the hill doesn't really care about the price of this bike. It doesn't really care if it can make it. It's just here. It's just an obstacle, and so far it's pulling. I don't think it'll make it, but you know, I could be wrong. 500 watts has made it before, and it isn't stopping. It's still at 7 miles an hour, so there's, yeah, it's gonna make it. Oh yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah, it is gonna make it. Yeah, help. Here's some help. Oh yeah, this thing it's gonna make it. Wow, it is gonna make it. Yeah, so there is enough low end to make it, even though it may not feel like it. All right, impressive. Okay, this time I got pedal assist onto high. I want to see how fast I can go just with pedaling, because you know, I want to see if I'm going to be ghost pedaling a hill or if my feet is gonna help. Why'd I stop? Shouldn't have stopped. Either way, I'm at 15 miles an hour, which is quite nice, and the wife is calling me as usual, suspecting something. Maybe I'm just testing my e-bike. I'm at 11 miles an hour, so it does help quite a bit. But otherwise, this is an impressive hill climber. Like clockwork. Next up, for the brake test, I'm going to get 20 miles an hour because that's all I really need. And they're not slick tires, they're knobbies. They shouldn't stop that well, so that's why I don't want to go faster than that. Here we go. Yeah, I think that worked out well. A lot better than I expected. These things they're pretty sticky. Okay, so here's the rear brakes, here's the front brakes, or is this the rear and this the front? Well, either way, I mean, the brakes, you're going downhill, and this thing brakes just with no problems at all. I mean, there's a limitation to the wheels because they're knobby wheels, but if you had some slicks on here, I imagine you can stop really fast. All right, let's look at the size of the Super 73. From here, it's around 29 inches, and from the axle to axle, it's around 42 inches. And the way this thing works is if you're short, like 4'10", that's the minimum height, you can just scoot forward. And if you're daddy long legs, then you scoot back like this, and that's how you fit onto this bike. The bike is not exactly small, weighs about 70 pounds, so you'll have to get a bike rack, a large one, or put it into a truck or a minivan. Let's have a look at what you can expect for the range of this 48 volt, 16 amp hour, 768 watt hour battery. The estimated range of the Super73 S1 is 30 miles at 20 miles per hour throttle only. In my test, I did throttle only. And this is including the hill test, the brake test, and riding my wife around. I didn't use it in optimal riding conditions. However, that is the case of most people's riding. You're not going to get completely flat land. You're just going to run into obstacles, run into stop signs, stop lights, and you're going to run into hills, bumps, whatever that may slow you down. On top of that, this thing has knobby tires, so that in itself isn't the most efficient style of riding. There's a lot of accessories on this e-bike: mirrors, cup holder, phone holder, cheesecake that I had for lunch. It did take a lot of effort to wind it down. I mean, 16 amp hours is a good amount. It's not going to be easy to drain it. It's going to take at least an hour of constant riding, full throttle, and that's just not how riding works. You're going to slow down often. All right, just shy of 27 miles, and now it doesn't go anymore. It was blinking. So I'm about a quarter mile away from home, and I turned it off just to see if I can trick the system. I just need a little bit more to get home. All right, let's go. All right, that did it. I do want to warn you that if you're riding this thing, do not let it drain all the way down, because once it turns off on you, the tendency to turn off again is very high, and you won't be able to have any more juice. So get to your main source of transportation, get to your home, wherever you need to be ready once that thing hits the last level, because you're not going to have any more juice. I do want to apologize. I made a mistake. My Asian skills are lacking. I calculated 27 miles during the real-time recording. It's actually only 26. Final thoughts. The Super73 S1 is a rather simple and minimalistic e-bike. The things it does right. Like the hydraulic brakes, the battery capacity, which use a decent range, and the motor, which is so smooth, unassuming, and powerful. It's not perfect. It's made by humans after all. This one has an upgraded seat for added comfort. This one has a horn for decency in the streets. The noise is something that can't be ignored. A suspension is sorely needed for higher speed stability, and $2,200 is a noteworthy price in this day and age. You can easily find an e-bike with similar fat tires for less, similar range for less, suspension for less, similar power for less, but it'll never be a Super73. This is a beautiful e-bike. People will look at you, people will stop and ask questions about the e-bike, and you'll likely be the #1 target among these. The Super73 is a fun moped style bike that does not pedal particularly well. However, the electronic performance is strong for a Class 2 e-bike, and the mini bike styled theme works incredibly well. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.